Ever since Tommy Edison started selling light bulbs in the late 1800s, we've all been turning them on and off with a switch. And that's worked pretty well if you ask me. Now we have Wi-Fi lights you can switch on and off with your iPhone or with voice control like this. Hey Google, left hand on.
Okay, turning on the left hand.
But what's the point? I mean, to automate the job of turning on your lights, you need a special bulb, a router, an internet connection, and then to send your command over to Google or Alexa or Siri, which in turn then tells your bulb to switch on. That's a lot of resources to automate a task that really wasn't very onerous in the first place. I mean, it's not like we turn the lights on and off like we change channels on the TV. People don't tend to sit down in their living room and think about a quarter of an hour later, I know, darling, shall we sit in the dark for a few moments? Oh, damn it, one of us is going to have to turn the lights off. I'll tell you what, I'll flip you for it. What's more, Wi-Fi lights take about 4 seconds to turn on, whereas a switch is instantaneous. Not to mention the fact that voice control gets confused if someone else is talking at the same time. Hey Google, left arm off.
According to Wikipedia, left arm orthodox spin, also known as slow left arm.
Hey Google, stop. That doesn't happen to a light switch. So far it's looking like a 3-0 win for a traditional light switches over voice control. So why on earth would anyone want Wi-Fi lights? Well, if your lights are not connected by a switch by the door, and let's say you've got 4 table lamps, it's probably going to take you around 20 seconds to get round the room and switch them all on. And in that case, yes, it would be perhaps better just to be able to say lights on. Wi-Fi lights are also really useful to use as security lights. You know, the table lights you have on a timer that comes on in the evenings when you're away on holiday to make it look like someone's home. Before Wi-Fi bulbs came along, you'd have to plug a normal light into one of these timers, but they're a real fiddle. And I don't know why, perhaps I'm paranoid, but I always thought they're going to catch fire and burn the house down. With a Wi-Fi bulb, on the other hand, you set the timer really easily on an app. But where Wi-Fi bulbs really are incredibly useful is when you want to add some lighting somewhere it would be difficult to add a switch. For example, we wanted to put some garden lighting by the barbecue outside the back door, but I forgot to tell the electrician to add a light switch when we did the house up. Now it's relatively easy for me to get the power out to a bulb, but then to get them all wired back to a single switch is a lot more complicated. And it would mean digging another hole in the kitchen wall. A Wi-Fi bulb means I don't have to. I can just switch the garden lights on with the app or with voice control. Alexa, garden lights on. Lastly, some LED lights light up in pretty much any colour you could want. I'm a bit of a traditionalist on that front. And in the normal run of things, white is kind of what I'm after. But if you've got children, they'll love playing around with the different colours, especially if you get the app that makes them flash like disco lights. If you decide to buy Wi-Fi bulbs as security lighting, or because you want to turn your living room into a disco, then the next question is which brand you should get. Philips has always led the field in Wi-Fi lighting with its system called Hue, as in H-U-E, not Grant. The problem with Hue is that he wants to control all your lights with yet another box called a bridge, which you have to plug into the wall somewhere within wireless range of all your lights. That could be a problem in bigger houses where your light bulbs might be out of range. Besides which, I don't want another damn box I have to plug in somewhere. So I prefer the bulbs made by a company called LIFX. You just put them straight into your light and pair them with your app. There's no need for a bridge. LIFX have a selection of bulbs, but the one you'll want for most situations is also the cheapest. It's the mini white, which costs £20 and is roughly equivalent to a 60-watt bulb. If you want full colour bulbs, they start at 45 quid, and if you want the brighter 1100 lumen version, which is equivalent to a 75-watt bulb, that'll set you back £55. LIFX also make light strips, which you can use to light shelves on the back of your TV for dramatic effect. They cost £80, and there are also infrared versions which work well with security cameras. If you know anyone who's moving to a new house and might be thinking of adding smart lighting, do share this video with them. Otherwise, till the next time, I've been Arlo Guthrie. Bye-bye.